So we did hear from ESPN a couple hours ago. They are naming Cole Cabana one of the newcomers to watch. So that is, on the flip side, that is something encouraging, I guess, to hear. And that's not the only source saying Cole Cabana can play. So just something to keep in mind on the positive side of the run game. We did mention at the start of the show, get your calendars. The spring game is in fact April Fool's Day. Saturday, April 1st. Let's hope that the play on the field can overcome the holiday. But yeah, so definitely tune in. And I know Mark said Voice of College Football is going to be covering all the spring games, and Michigan kind of has its own little slot there. So that's very exciting. I don't know, Dre, if you heard, but we have a merch site now, the Voice of College Football merch site. So you can get yourself some Mark Rogers merch for yourself, your family, your friends, everybody. You can deck everybody out in some Mark Rogers merch, and you can sort by best selling. So you can see that the mug, maybe my unboxing helped a little, maybe not, who knows? But the mug helped. We got the mug, we got the T-shirt, we got all kinds of good quality merchandise here. And if you get multiple items, then you can actually get a percentage off. So got the Voice of College Football coffee mug right here. Check it all out.
A little Mark Rogers swag. I like that. I like it.
Good luck.
Absolutely.
Everybody can use a coffee mug, even if you don't drink coffee. I put my OJ in my mug.
Yeah, and I'm a mug collector. I got quite a few of them, and it's good quality stuff. And get a refreshing beverage or two in there. Why not? I put the link in the chat as well, so anybody can literally just hot link straight over there and get themselves something. Check it out. Okay, here we go.
John, before we move on, the Cole Cabana listing by ESPN.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's curious to me here is that I have no issue with the evaluation of Cole Cabana. I've heard great things as well. I have no issue with that projection in terms of how much he can control in his individual development.
Right.
But as it pertains to what's needed on the team, I find it difficult to believe that if the two studs stay in play, that he's really going to be a newcomer to watch because he's going to be watching from the sideline. So I would think that there would be other spots and other positions through the transfer portal, through the 23 recruiting class that are going to be pressed into duty, probably more so than he is.
Yeah. Definitely not claiming ESPN as the gospel on these things. Your former employer, but at the same time, it's at least it's something to look at when we're also talking about how the running game is struggling, So I think, newcomer to watch. How do they come up with that? Is it just new recruits? Is it transfers? Is it everybody? Because if it's transfers, then Ladarius Henderson has to be up there, right? The Arizona State is one of the potentially, almost definitely going to be a starter on the O-line. So that's so he would be somebody to watch very carefully, I think, too. They tend to do well with transfer portal O-line. Obviously, Olu this last year, he's been he lit it up this year.
Yeah, I think depending on a true freshman to make an impact is not set in gravy or sprinkles on a Sunday, right? But I don't think they bet any kind of impact. If anything, I want Cole Cabana to on building his body and being ready more so in next year, where I think we're going to lose two running backs, not just one, and both Edward Blake Corum.
Yeah, that's a big potential impact. That's why you're right. Like finding that third string right now is so important because it's very possible, in fact, likely that we lose both Corum and Edwards after 2023. This almost feels like a last dance type of situation where they bring back 81% returning production, fifth in the country, and that's pretty good for Michigan. That's normally there's a lot of folks that go to the NFL and graduate, et cetera, et cetera. So 81% and Blake Corum coming back. So you got to expect that there's going to be some pretty major turnover coming up. So yeah, really got to look at that third slot carefully.
Yeah, it's a top 5 production figure in college football. And with the recruiting being a bit lackluster, I don't necessarily, I'm not going to go out there to call it in this manner right this second, but it's starting to look like a deciding year for Michigan, a year of this group needs to get it done.
It's true. And this has been a topic a couple of weeks, national title or bust kind of discussion. You got Blake Corum, who was injured in for the TCU game, so that makes the difference, right? Those of you didn't see the Big Ten Live show, definitely check the Big Ten Live show out every Monday starting at 6 with Mark. But that was a discussion topic there. So that's, yeah, you gotta go as high as you can this year.